Introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Gary Boetticher joined the University of Houston Clear Lake in August 2000 as assistant professor in computer science and software engineering. He was promoted to associate professor in 2006. A native of Oceanside, New York, Dr. Boetticher earned a bachelor's degree from the University of Delaware, a master's degree from Marshall University, and his doctoral degree from West Virginia University. He began teaching at the college level at West Virginia University, where he also served as the director of academic computing until 1993, when he accepted a research position with the Research Institute for Computing and Information Systems in Houston. At UHCL, Dr. Boetticher has taught 40 different courses and published 44 papers. In 2003, he received a copyright on a computational bioinformatics application, and in 2004 received 2 Best Paper Awards. He also has a patent pending in computational bioinformatics. In 2010, Dr. Boetticher was awarded the first place Instructional Innovation Award by UHCL's Teaching Learning Enhancement Center for his paper, How to Teach Like Harvard, which describes how he has enhanced his teaching with a series of YouTube videos. He has produced over 106 YouTube videos that have received more than 203,000 views in more than 63 countries. He has been nominated as UHCL's Minnie Stevens Piper Foundation Award nominee for the last 10 years in a row, and has been a Piper finalist for 6 of the last 9 years. As you just heard, in 2010, he was selected as UHCL's nominee. He has served the university on numerous school and university committees, including his chairing of the Planning and Budgeting Committee for the university. It's my great pleasure to bring to the podium, and please join me in welcoming Dr. Gary Boetticher.
Thank you, President Staples, for such kind words, and thank you for the opportunity to deliver the commencement address, for which I am extremely honored. Welcome, distinguished guests, President Staples, Provost Stockton, deans, members of the faculty and staff, proud parents, family, and friends, and above all, graduates. I'm very excited to be part of your big day, for you are about to cross the finish line. This is no easy task. Only 40% of all college students complete their bachelor's. From a world perspective, only 6.7% of the whole world has a college degree. This places you in some very special company. Thus, your graduation is a major accomplishment, and it also has a very promising future. A bachelor's degree leads to an increase in earnings of over $308,000 over your lifetime. For a master's degree, you can add an additional $375,000. Thus, going to college is one of the most important investments that you can make within your lifetime. Let me put this in perspective. If you consider everyone graduating from UHCL today and also the second session, this amounts to more than $400 million in additional income. $400 million. There are lots of non-monetary benefits as well. College graduates can expect to have healthier lives, contribute more to their communities, and raise children who are better prepared academically. Now, to help you attain these benefits, all these benefits, I want to talk about success in only one sentence. The key to success is having disciplined, altruistic passion. Let me repeat that. The key to success is having disciplined, altruistic passion. Of course, the professorial instincts of mine kick in, so please indulge me while I parse this sentence. First and foremost is passion. Always ask yourselves, am I doing what I love? Now, I know we've all heard that expression quite a lot, and it might seem rather trite, but it is a very important question to ask. A recent survey of 5,000 professionals found that only 45% are satisfied with their jobs. 45%. Well, if it's such a trite saying, why are so many people dissatisfied with their jobs? Are you doing what you love? Only you can answer that. How do you know if you're doing what you love? Here's an easy way to find out. Imagine that you had $100 million so that you had no financial worries. What would you do with your life? And would you continue doing what you're currently doing now? Here's a way to discover your passion. Look back over your life and identify 2 or more of the most rewarding experiences that you ever had. Also identify 2 or more of the most challenging experiences that you ever had. In terms of the rewarding experiences, the idea is to recognize those experiences that brought you great satisfaction. As you reflect upon them, ask yourself, how can I help others to have the same experience? Your most challenging experiences probably conjure up some pain and frustration, something you never wish to go through again. From this type of experience, you may ask yourself, how can I help others to avoid going through this type of experience? In either case, you want to harness your emotional energy from these significant experiences and use them to spark an interest in a vocation. As mentioned before, it is important to have disciplined, altruistic passion. Passion can lead to action, but it is the discipline that gets results. Discipline allows you to overcome your fears and desires and to transcend yourself. Quite often, our fears hold us back. We might not take risks because we are afraid of failing. As a consequence, we choose to live lives of conventionality and to accept mediocrity as a major portion of our lives. Just remember this: good is the enemy of great. Good is the enemy of great. So, when we overcome our fears, great things can happen. Well, how do you overcome your fears? Consider the following exercise. You create a list of everything you're afraid of. Once you create this list, figure out ways how to overcome each fear. As you cross things off your list, your fears will vanish and you'll become more confident and less afraid. Our desires interfere with our long-term success and happiness. We choose to satisfy our needs today at the expense of long-term success. Quite often, our desire to succeed is so strong that it prevents us from actually succeeding. Well, the good news is that as a college graduate, you have shown that you're able to overcome your fears and go outside your comfort zone. You took risks to pursue a college degree. Some of you came from thousands of miles away, not knowing whether or not you'd be able to complete your degree. Also, you are aware of all the time and the energy you invested in your education. You were able to postpone social activities in order to pursue your studies. Basically, you deferred short-term needs for long-term goals. Congratulations on the discipline you have shown so far. Not done yet. As already mentioned, it is important to have disciplined altruistic passion. Let me discuss altruism. If you think about it, there's an infinite number of thoughts and ideas in the universe. What we do is we select some of these thoughts, we cluster them together, we put boundaries around them, and then we brand ourselves that way. I majored in computer science, or I am a faculty professor. Well, the problem is, what can happen is we can take these concepts too seriously and hold on to them too tightly. Thus, the boundaries we place around our thoughts and ideas limit us from obtaining the infinite. To succeed involves holding your ideas as if you were holding a baby bird. They are the concepts you cherish at that moment, but you're willing to let go in order that you may grow. As you broaden your scope of knowledge, you develop a greater sense of compassion. You're able to get beyond yourself in terms of your ego and your personal ambitions and have a genuine concern about making the world a better place. To the extreme, altruism is where you can recognize the oneness we all share and seek ways to improve the quality of life for all. As mentioned before, collectively, you have the potential to earn about $400 million. Use this money wisely to make the world a better place. Also, as you reflect on your education and what you've accomplished at UHCL, ask yourself this: how has your educational experience changed you? What are you excited about? That's your passion. Have you matured as a person? That relates to your discipline. Are you a more loving and compassionate person than when you started? That relates to your altruism. The good news is that you have the rest of your life to answer these questions. Now, normally, this would be a great point to end a commencement speech, but I have one additional item. When the president first asked me to deliver the commencement speech, I was pleasantly surprised. One of the reasons for my selection was based on my teaching success. Great teachers do two things. One, they inspire others, and secondly, they engage their students. So I asked myself, how could I engage you as a graduating class during the ceremony? After all, this is your big day, not mine. I wanted to do something to make this day special for you. As I look back, I realized that I've made dozens of teaching videos that I've placed on YouTube. My gift to all of you is a YouTube video featuring you. Today you'll get to see this video. After the commencement, I will email you the YouTube link. Please enjoy the video. Thank you, and best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Boetticher, for not only your presentation, but also the video, which obviously featured many of our students from UHCL that are graduating today.